It's Vlogmas Day 11. 11. Today, I'm really excited for today's vlog because we're going to be sharing
our favorite top 10 Christmas movies.
Yeah! And we have a couple honorable mentions. So do we do the
Yeah.
honorable mentions first or last?
I think we should do them last.
Okay. So we have a list in no particular order. These are just 10 of our favorite Christmas movies to watch at the holiday time.
And I'm pretty sure I have watched all of them at least twice already. And it's only day 11.
I haven't.
She's been slacking. Like, I just be in the Christmas mood. Like, I'm ready for work to be
working.
done.
I be working.
I be working too. But you gotta find your downtime.
I mean, yeah, my downtime, I be like watching TikTok.
I be like
watching TikTok.
That don't even make sense.
I watch TikTok on my downtime.
She watches TikTok on her up time, her downtime, her left time, her right time. I'd be like, hey, you want to watch TV together? Sure. And then I had to yell at her like, get off of TikTok.
I like TikTok, guys. It's very addictive.
You can definitely fall into TikTok holes.
Yes.
But
sure.
You are like a walking TikTok hole.
I'm not that bad. I have restraints. I try not to do more than like 2 hours a day of TikTok, which is a lot.
That's sick. What does your Apple screen time come up as?
Actually, it's down. I'm gonna have to look at it, but it's down. My screen time.
Somebody lied.
My screen
Your
time
phone was
down.
disconnected from the network or something.
Whatever.
Like,
But let's get into these top 10 movies.
All right, give it to us. What's the first one?
The first one is one of our all-time favorites with our man Chris Brown.
You know when he wake up with no shirt on?
This Christmas.
And this Christmas will be.
I really like the story of This Christmas because it's a big family. Me and her only have each other. So every time we watch big families or we're around our extended family,
It just makes you crave it.
yeah, we get excited. Why couldn't our parents have more?
I know. You know what? I had that conversation with mommy. Like, why didn't you give me a brother? Like,
She wanted to be the middle child. Y'all.
oh, I know. I mean, I feel like I got enough antics to already be the middle child. Like, maybe we have a younger sibling out there. Younger sibling.
Well,
if
she
you're
is
out
the middle
there.
child with Kinsley. Me, you did Kinsley.
That don't make me no daggone middle child.
Yeah, because the grandparents go crazy over Kinsley.
They don't go crazy over me.
No.
You know how, like, you get, like, they say people have, like, middle child syndrome? I feel like I have that, and I'm the youngest.
She's a mess, y'all. So that is one of our top 10.
And our next one on the top 10 is another movie that has a big family as well. Really similar to This Christmas. But it got my girl Gabrielle Union and my man DC Young Fly in it. It's Almost Christmas.
Yeah.
And I feel like I started watching this one a little more than I watched This Christmas. I guess because it's newer and I've seen This Christmas 1,000 times. You gotta think, we had This Christmas on DVD.
Yes.
So-
yeah. We wore that DVD into the hole. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've watched This Christmas when like in the middle of June.
Oh,
like,
of course. Like, how long has it been on
Christmas?
Netflix? I've been watching it since it's been on Netflix.
I've been watching it.
But in Almost Christmas, I think the story is super sweet. I love, again, the big family vibes.
Yep.
It's just, and it's super relatable.
Yeah.
I would say both of them are relatable.
Yes, definitely. For sure.
I
So
don't have any siblings to argue with.
No, we just argue.
I will
with
say
each
what's
other.
similar between the two of them is how the sisters didn't get along.
Yeah, that's the thing where I'm like, the sisters always don't get along. There's always some jacked up husband in there somewhere.
Oh my gosh. You want to meet Grandma? Oh, no. You don't
Just
want her to
step out
get...
the shower, baby. Just step out the shower.
You don't want her to get Grandma.
Where's the car? In the LA River. Just step out. She
What?
The whole thing, bottle
No,
of
she
baby
said,
oil.
Do you want to meet Grandma? I already said, good, Cheryl, bust the cap in here. Like, for real.
That was funny. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
But I love a good, like, Black Christmas movie.
That's why they're in the top 10. Now,
Yeah.
rolling in at number 3 is a classic. Now, a couple of these, because they have like trilogies and such, they come as a package deal. So next, a favorite for everyone probably is Home Alone 1 and 2 only. If it doesn't have Macaulay Culkin, I'm not here for it.
So now that we're on the topic of Home Alone, right? So it was literally like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, let's watch some Christmas movies. So I watched Home Alone 1. And then I started watching Home Alone 2. And I'm like, well, how many Home Alones did they end up making, right? So I start digging. They made 5. And there's apparently a number 6 on the way. where now Macaulay Culkin is supposed to be popping up in that one, but I don't know who's
Really?
supposed to be in that one. I don't know. But I did like the research, and I was just like scrolling through like, who are these people? And then apparently like the third or fourth one, they don't even use the same characters. Like there's no Kevin in one of them.
This reminds me of what they did to Bring It On. How everyone loved Bring It On, and then they made all these other Bring It Ons, which I know she loves some of them for different reasons. Not the same characters, it's not the same plot. They're just like, Bring It On again. Bring It On, fight to the finish with different people and different plot lines and different stories. So
But I like all the Bring It Ons except for Bring It On Again.
I know, because we were cheerleaders, so it's like embedded in us. But I just feel like
they
the nostalgia of the first Bring It On is unmatched. Just like Home Alone 1 and 2 are like unmatched. Like if it doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it, like if he came back as the dad and now he had a big family, I am here for it.
They did Home Alone bad, and then like I don't know. I just
yeah. So
I hadn't even watched any of them.
I watched Home Alone 3 and I was just like so turned off, and I watched it twice to give it like time. Then I was like, no.
Did you watch it with Kinsley by yourself?
By myself. I watched these pre-Kinsley.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Me.
But me and Kinsley watched Home Alone 1 and 2, but she gets scared. She's like, they're gonna kidnap him.
Don't you think about it looking back? Like, I used to be scared of the pigeon lady, man. Yo, watching Home Alone.
The man with the shovel outside, you thought
yes. First of all, him in number one, he scared the living daylights out of me because he would just keep popping up with them big old boots. And then into the pigeon lady, but it's not only the pigeon lady. When he go to hop in the taxi cab when he's running from them,
that taxi cab driver turn around.
I was like, there would be no way that I would have survived.
Be a little kid like Home Alone just walking around. I would be in the house.
Eating
eating what's in the house. I would have not left the house.
But see, the problem is the robbers were trying to come in the house, so then he had to like smarten up because he knew these people were trying to break into his house.
Yeah,
but
that's when
Kevin was wild though, throwing bricks at people's faces.
He tore them up. He let them on fire and put thumbnails. Yeah, he was a mess. But yeah, that's number 3.
Number 4 in the list is the Santa Claus Trilogy.
Yes. Now, oh my gosh, me and Kinsley watched the Santa Claus 3 all year long. Like I put her to bed today and she's like, I want to watch Jack Frost.
So I love these Santa Claus movies, and I actually just rewatched them again.
She watched them all.
I really be like in the house just watching movies. Like if I'm not answering my phone, it's probably because I'm asleep or watching a movie. Like that's my life.
Yeah.
But I just recently rewatched them, and we had a conversation about this too. I remember, I think I was turning like 12. I want to see the year that the Santa Claus 3 came out, because I remember I was turning like 12 and I wanted to see it in theaters because it came out around the time of my birthday. She does not remember this, but she took me and my friends to go see this movie in the movie theater.
It came out in 2006, so I was 16.
Yeah, and I was going to like 6th grade, so I was like 12.
Yeah.
Yep. And I remember seeing it in the movie theater, and ever since then, like, it is definitely one of my favorite Santa Clauses. I will say, if I had to rate 1, 2, and 3, 3 would probably be my top one. And then, so 2 is when he has to find a wife, and 1 is when he becomes Santa Claus. I would say 3, 2, 1 in that order.
And mine is 3, 1, 2.
And I like the first one, don't get me wrong, but it was just, they were getting on my nerves, to be honest. Like, this man is Santa Claus. Why y'all not listening? He is Santa Claus. Like,
and I feel like that about the second one, like, find a wife. I'm like, man, that's just like when a woman has to find a man to assume her throne, like in the princess movies. Like, you need a husband. He's Santa Claus. He don't need no wife. So that's why I was kind of
we need
like,
a Mrs. Claus.
I know, but it's like, it was forced. It was like he had to go and find a wife.
30 days to find
or
a
else
wife.
he was going to lose being Santa. So that bothered me. Thank God he found in love with a real woman and he wasn't just like an arranged marriage.
But could you imagine,
A
like,
mail order bride
knocking on your door, like, excuse me, you got 30 days to find a person.
Right, or you going to lose your job.
I'm going to be jobless. I'm definitely going to be jobless.
These are, like, classics. Love all 3 of them to death. But definitely, Santa Claus 3 is definitely my favorite, for sure. And Kinsley's.
I feel like that one is the most cheery, too.
Yes.
But the fact that they really convinced these people
that they were in
Canada, like...
Hey, and I'm like... This is so stereotypical.
This is Canada, Like, come on now. Canadians do not talk like that.
Like, yeah. But I did love seeing, like, the Council of Legendary Figures. Like, I love that. I love that. So,
and how he caught the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. He was like, how do you think I knew how to catch you?
Yeah.
This one is...
These actually play out really nicely.
This one is literally one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
For one particular part. This is her favorite Christmas movie for one, 2-minute clip in the whole movie. I promise you. Go ahead.
I overall like the whole movie, y'all.
Yeah,
but
right.
it is the
No, she
Chevy
doesn't.
Chase National Lampoon's Christmas Family Vacation. I call it the Griswold Family Christmas. And when that squirrel comes out the Christmas tree and gets on the grandma's head, unmatched.
Something is wrong with this lady.
Unmatched.
First of all, I thought that the movie was called the Griswold Family Christmas because that's what she would call it. Like, I want to watch the Griswolds. We were over here looking at different movies, and I'm like, is this one the Griswold Christmas? She's like, no. Is this one? I'm like, which movie? I don't even know what the title page of this movie looks
because
like.
he has summer vacation. He has a bunch of different ones that he did with different families.
So is that the one where the man is electrocuted with the lights around him on the front? Is that it?
Yes. But he has 4 or 5 different movies.
Oh.
But he has different wives and kids in them. I think some of them have the same name, but I've only watched the summer vacation one.
Mm-hmm.
But the Christmas one is so
She only likes it because of the
funny.
squirrel.
I like it for more than that. When they go and they get the Christmas tree and it's too big and it busts out the windows and then it slides to the neighbor's house. And then when they're trying to plug in all the lights and they're flipping all the switches and they're like, the lights. And then she flipped the switch off. I just love the whole entire movie when he gets stuck in the attic and they going shopping.
I like it by default because when we used to have to share a TV and share our time together, she used to torture me with not just this movie, Titanic on tape.
And then also
And the 5 heartbeats.
set it off to
And
you would cry.
The Temptations.
Yeah.
And set it off. Let me tell you, I'm getting off topic, but the Titanic on tape, anybody who's an OG, anybody who is an OG who had a VHS player, you know what I'm talking about. Titanic was so long they split into 2 tapes. And then she was like, Moo, you gotta rewind it. You gotta rewind it so we can watch it again. I don't want to watch this no more. Mama, help me.
But yeah, I watched it on tape so many times.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I will laugh. I know the whole movie and I will laugh.
Ridiculously.
Almost pee my pants laughing, so yeah.
So that brings us to the next movie. I think this is number 5, number 6, number
6, I think.
I think it's number 6. One of my favorites to watch, which is on the newer side, is A Bad Mom's Christmas. Now, I love watching the first A Bad Moms, right? A Bad Moms. No.
I watched Bad Moms.
Bad Moms. I like the first one, Bad Moms, but A Bad Mom's Christmas, it just really lets you know, parents out here be crazy.
I gotta watch it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I haven't watched this one.
You've never seen A Bad Mom's Christmas? You so lucky you have
No.
somewhere to go because I would strap you down and make you watch it now. It's hilarious.
I bet. I saw the
It's
cast when I was
hilarious.
screenshotting it, so when it pops up here. I was like, ooh, I should probably watch this.
Yeah, and it's just interesting to see the different family dynamics from each of the moms and their relationships with their moms. And I also feel like at some point it is relatable.
Yeah.
With Amy, when her mom comes and wants to take over Christmas, and she's like, I just want to chill and have a chill Christmas. Her mom is hiring people. She turned her entire house into a blue winter wonderland Christmas, and that's not what she wanted. And she just came to her house, took over, and then held a whole Christmas party in there. Then they start fighting. The decorations start falling down. It was crazy. But I like it.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there was one part where one of the moms, I can't remember her name. She is a esthetician. She was waxing a man. It's Kevin from This Is Us.
I don't watch This Is Us.
You don't watch This Is Us? Ooh, cringy.
No.
Okay, well, look up Kevin. It's did you watch Selling Sunsets?
I've seen maybe one episode.
Oh my gosh. You know who Chris Shell is? From Selling Sunsets?
No.
Oh dear Jesus.
I don't be knowing these people, y'all.
Mm.
So next is another movie that I watched with Kinsley, The Grinch, but the human version. I don't really like cartoons that much. So I want to watch Jim Carrey. I want to watch Cindy Lou Who. I want to watch all the Who's in Whoville. But I like people versions of movies. So me and Kinsley would watch The Grinch, and sometimes Kinsley would be like, I want to watch The Grinch. Then she'll say, but I'm scared of The Grinch. Like when The Grinch gets really mean, she's like, I'm scared of The Grinch. I don't want to watch it. And she'll be crying.
Oh
but
my gosh.
it's a good
Kinsley
movie.
is dramatic.
It's a classic. I'm happy that they did a human version because
I really
it's
like
my
it.
favorite for sure.
Yeah, I like when he the baby Grinch.
He's at school.
It's so funny when he's like the baby Grinch was at school and he was shaving, so he put the little. Somebody help the baby. Help the baby.
It was funny seeing him as a baby Grinch. That was funny.
Oh my gosh. But like what he went through, I can see why he was like a Grinch. Like it was definitely relatable.
Yeah, he didn't like people. It wasn't so much Christmas. It was like how the people acted, how people behaved, how they treated him.
Right. And you know some people hate Christmas or hate like holiday times for like other reasons.
Because like something happened to them, around them. They lost a person around that time.
Yeah, and also like holidays are really family oriented, I believe. So if you don't have a strong family unit, you could definitely feel disconnected from like the holiday time. And think about it, the Grinch lived up there in his little cave with his dog.
That was funny.
Yeah. So a newer movie that's on Netflix that I just watched, the sequel to it, and I was super pumped. I already watched it like 5 times, and I feel like it came out like last week. You know, I got time on my hands, y'all. Is A Princess Switch and A Princess Switch 2.
Yes.
Now, I love Vanessa Hudgens from her High School Musical days. I used to, you know, be up dancing to, you know, Disney Channel music when it came on in the morning when you get dressed for school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Disney Channel used to play their music videos. Yeah, so I love A Princess Switch. I'm the person that will scroll through the Netflix originals and
just
like,
watch them all.
Yeah, like I watch them.
And I watched that one last year, and then I watched number 2 with her like last week.
Yeah, I made her watch it. But they're both like super Christmassy, and I like Christmassy movies. Like yes, and I'm a sucker for a cute love story. Like, oh, y'all love each other. I love. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. So I like those. It's just interesting though because she has another Christmas movie that's totally unrelated on Netflix. And you know how like she's like they look alike, and then the second one, the cousin also looks alike.
Yeah,
so
that was
like,
a lot.
And then Netflix is also like tying in that with one of our honorable mentions that I'll get into later.
Next, a hilarious movie. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I love Tyler Perry. I like his movies. I was not a big fan of the plays. Any movie that he puts out, I watch and watch and watch. So Madea Christmas was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. That mama was dramatic.
And so relatable because families really are out here behaving that way. People have to like hide their relationships because their parents are like so judgmental. It's like love who you want to love, but Madea being there and everything, Medea's like, girl, you ain't picking up the signs. you ain't looking at what they putting down. Like you don't get it. Like,
and then when she cut down that tree,
ooh, child.
Now I will say I never knew the rule of like if a tree has a ribbon around it, leave it alone. I never knew that, but I also am not going to
go to somebody's house and cut the tree from the living room. I mean, not the living room, from the yard.
I'm not cutting down trees on nobody's property. Like I'm not,
especially
doing
without
it.
asking.
Like sis really went out there and cut down that tree.
Yeah, that was bad,
and then didn't feel any remorse for it.
No,
she was just like, oh, I cut it.
Yeah, and some older people, it's sad to say, feel that entitlement where it's just like I'm the elder.
I can do what I want.
But I'm like, gotta think about people's feelings. And like, this is your daughter. How you just,
And not that you in my house.
Yeah.
My rules. You can't just come to somebody's house and start putting your foot down.
Right.
That's not really how it works.
Yeah. But that was a funny movie. And like I said, I love all things Tyler Perry. I love all the Madea movies for sure.
To round out our top 10 is none other than, drumroll please,
another Black Christmas movie.
The Best Man Holiday.
Yeah.
I love The Best Man. So when they
and that's a classic.
1700 years to come out with the sequel, and it came out and it hit, it was bomb. Like I love The Best Man Holiday. I get super sad that like Mia died, but I knew they were going on that track because when I first saw her, I was like, why she look like a bobblehead? Like I could not be the only one picking up that this lady is skinny.
Yeah.
But I love that they kept like all the same characters. Like they kept it true to the original.
And that makes a good sequel because when you come out and it's the same people, the same storylines, you're already invested from the original. So that made it so much better.
Yeah. It's just a cute Christmas movie, and I love, one of my favorite scenes is when they did the air band. Can you stand the rain?
It was so sweet.
That, and when they were fighting, Shelby and the wife was fighting. when she said it's called alimony, and she mushed her, girl, I was no good. I was like, yes, you better mush her. I'm not trying to play you. Oh my gosh, I tell you.
Yeah, it was a
good movie though. I just watched that one too. I feel like every movie on this list I have watched in the past week and a half.
When we're recording this, it's only early December, so there's still 20 something days before Christmas. There's time. I'm gonna watch it.
We got a lot of days till Christmas, and I already wore out my Christmas movies. I've been watching them since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we know. So now we're gonna talk about our honorable mentions. We have 3 of them.
We have A Christmas Prince, and it does have the trilogy, so it's A Christmas Prince Royal Wedding, and I think A Christmas Prince Royal Baby.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was talking about before is how at the end of the second princess switch, you see Amber and the prince and their baby at
the coronation.
The coronation, yeah. So I thought that was super cool how Netflix kind of linked their movies in together. And now I was on Google, what else are they gonna link together? What else? What else do we have coming? Because I just love it. I just love all of it. I love all of it. No, I'm not.
Same time next Christmas.
It took me forever to find that.
We couldn't figure it out. Once I saw it, I was like, oh, yes, this is the one. But she couldn't figure out the name of it.
Oh my goodness. And I'm in the house y'all don't know the movie I'm talking about? They went to Hawaii every Christmas and they fell in love.
Sweet. I hate that it took 3, 4, back and forth for them to finally get together. And the dad was just just tell the girl already that you love her. Just come on.
But I wanted to fight him when he was me and my wife are trying again. Don't stop my shine, okay? Listen, I'm over here trying to put my best foot forward and be with you, and you gonna go back to her.
And then she brought that man and he proposed to her. And
he was not the one.
Yeah, he was. He did not want to be on the family vacation. I mean, it's family vacation in Hawaii. What's your problem?
And I understand that you can date someone who has differences from you. On the beach I don't want sand in my toes. It's a beach.
Yeah, there's gonna be sand on your toes and everywhere else too.
You knew you were coming to Hawaii. Don't come to Hawaii and then complain about the beach. You knew you were coming here.
And there's certain things you gotta compromise in a relationship, and holidays, especially when families have strong traditions like that. 17, come on now. That's something that is unbreakable.
Yeah, but I like that movie, and I hunted it down, and I'm in Google man meets woman, because I couldn't think of any of the actors' names. Man meets woman on vacation. Kids fall in love from vacation. Two families vacation in Hawaii.
It took us forever to figure it out.
After I found it, this is back when I had cable, I'm talking into the remote same time next Christmas. Same time next Christmas. And it would not come up. It just kept taking me to YouTube. It was not on Xfinity, even for me to rent or buy. So I was just annoyed at that, but then I found it on my Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So I watched it.
We watched it.
Now I'm probably gonna watch it again, just for fun. Yeah. And our last honorable mention is Elf.
I'm not a big fan of Elf, honestly. I'm
really
not. I'm not a big fan. I know it's a decent Christmas movie. I've watched it multiple times.
Bro, when he picked that gum up and put it in his mouth,
I remember the big old man with all the kids. I was just why is this big old man that's what I see.
Listen, because they raised him as an elf, and then he had to go find his real dad.
He ain't no elf, y'all.
But he thought he was an elf. That's like Tarzan. Tarzan thought he was a monkey.
Listen, I don't know, something about it just turned me off. I don't think I'm a Will Ferrell fan.
You don't like Step Brothers? Kicking and Screaming?
I don't think I've seen that.
You never seen Step Brothers? You put your nutsack on my drum set. You never seen?
Oh, that's when the two grown men is sleeping in the twin beds.
And then they put up the bunk beds and was we have so much space, we can do so many activities.
Yes, that's when the two parents got together and they was grown men still living with their parents.
Yes, and the brother.
Yeah, I watched it, but I don't know if I...
And when the family was singing in the car, she's got eyes like the movie. I don't know the words.
Yeah.
You didn't see Kicking and Screaming?
No.
You didn't watch Kicking and Screaming with Kinsley? She plays soccer. It's about soccer.
No.
Watch Kicking and Screaming with Kinsley, please. Me and my friend from high school, we would literally watch Kicking and Screaming nonstop. It's crazy. But those are Christmas movies.
Yeah, our top 10 and our 3 honorable mentions. Let us know down in the comments what's some of your favorite Christmas movies and holiday movies to watch.
Yeah. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in Vlogmas Day 12.